going to start the trek back north after helping out quite a bit here in the Las Vegas region, taking care of the bandits, helping out these Osram here with some salvage contracts after they lost a lot of their gear and equipment. So I think the place definitely feels a little safer outside of the obvious machines that are roaming around. So what we're going to do, we're going to make our way directly north back to the Grove, do a few quests on the way, help out, place those beacons or whatever it was for Silga, and make our way over to base, and then maybe after base we'll head to that water region near where we found Hades in the southeast. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to make our way up here, loop around, go to base, do whatever missions there. That might take us somewhere else, obviously, and then we'll head over to this watery bit to do a bunch of side quests here now that we've got the ability to dive deeper. But before that, I keep saying I'm going to read the extra character bios, and then I've run out of time, or I'm having too much fun adventuring. So we've obviously got one for Beta, so let's read that. She's going to be one of the most important characters moving forward, one would imagine. You think that they're probably going to try and recapture her, though? Because it seems like they've run out of other subordinate functions, and we're going to meet in the middle, perhaps. Maybe we'll meet in the middle on Hephaestus. Okay, so Beta... God, I hope she changes her name. Beta is a clone of Elizabeth Sobek, born aboard the Far Zenith starship Odyssey on its return journey to Earth. Raised in isolation and compelled to learn a range of subjects related to Zero Dawn, from geoengineering to computer science and chemistry, she grew up believing that her role was to fix the broken terraforming system and heal the planet. But upon reaching Earth and witnessing the cruelty of her Zenith benefactors, she began to suspect their goal was to destroy the world and remake it to their specifications. She quickly grew to despise her immortal captors, though she held little hope of escape. That all changed after she encountered Aloy at Letopolis, the Hades proving lab. Later, when Beta was sent on a mission to recover Eleuthia, she devised a daring plan to defect to Aloy's side, hoping that her genetic twin would offer her shelter. She succeeded, only to learn Aloy's struggle against the Zeniths would be far more difficult than she ever imagined. Yeah, she's got to feel really scared, right? Oh, we read Katalos. I don't know if it had the exclamation mark on it. Ivira, one of the marshals. Have we met her? I don't think we've actually met. A loyal soldier from the Lowland clan, Ivira embodies the hope and optimism of Chief Hikaro's dream of unity for the Tanakh. Committed to joining the tribe's peacekeeping marshals, she competed in the Kulrut, a rite that tested her skills as a fighter against the deadliest of machines. When Regala attacked the event, she fought bravely in defense of her chief, and afterward was indeed ordained a marshal. Oh yeah, she was one of the people who fought in the Kulrut that was ambushed. Fair enough. She looks pretty awesome. Morland, obviously, who we've just met. When Morland was a child in the Ossarum territory of the Claim, his grandfather gave him an ancient artifact recovered during an expedition into the uncharted lands of the Forbidden West. He called it an ember, and the wondrous images it projected captivated Morland's imagination. Morland grew up to become a travelling showman, creating novel inventions in order to stage spectacles all over his homeland. Wanting to follow in his grandfather's footsteps, he later journeyed to the same sunken city his grandfather had explored in the Forbidden West, along with his two friends and business partners, Abaddon and Stemmer. Their goal was to recover more embers and use them to put on a glorious show, but after several delving attempts ended in disaster, this dream looked like it might be out of reach, unless their luck took a sudden turn for the better. We read Eleuthia's, I think. Pharaoh. I don't think we've got entries for the Zeniths yet, right? Which we might do eventually. There probably might be here, who knows. Hard to tell how many of them there might be. I guess most of them will be up on the spaceship, perhaps, but we know now that there's at least 4. So there could be a lot more. Alright, so we need to mark that particular quest. The arena. There we go. Yep. So the rollerback site. Right, we need to gather some... We're going to have to take on a rollerback, basically. Alright. Nice to see you guys.
You need machine parts? I have some to trade.
Alright. This is pretty close by. We'll stick to going on foot rather than riding. I don't like riding the bristleback anyway. It's too large. I guess it's more maybe meant for ramming or combat, who knows. Nighttime in the desert is really cold, right? Just because it's so open, it's very vulnerable to like wind chills and stuff. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Right.
Pouch is full, but my pack has room.
So just over these rocks, I'm probably going to find some rollerbacks. Have we only fought them once, maybe twice? We'll have to refresh our memory. Oh, they've got friends, spike snouts.
A rollerback. Just like Kala said. Gonna have to take it down. Could fry that machine with shock ammo.
Ah, there's 4 machines here to keep them company. We can blow up this bellowback as it walks past, but we should probably take out the minions first. And we've got that part stripper technique going on here, which I'm... Hang on, first things first, let's just refresh our memory here. What parts are valuable on this? Mainly the tail fin, right? The hammer tail. Okay. So we can maybe, as it walks past the bellowback, make that explode. Then while it's still reeling from that, hit it with some tear arrows with our Valor Surge on the tail. That can work. But do we take out these minions first? I mean, I've got the high ground for now. Let's just check what level these things are. Right, they're quite low, so I should be able to get this with like a normal arrow. Famous last words. Right, if we can just place one shot right in its eye. As horrible as that sounds. And I'll see how quickly I can take the rollerback down with that explosion. Spikes now is a big issue. Because it can like has lots of status effects that it can do. Right, it's the wrong angle to hit this thing in the eye. Oh right, it's got a fire. Oh, it's a fire. Right. Alright, so if we hit it in the fire canister, that should Take it down too. Right, you're down. Right, do we try and take down the spikes now? That stamina drain sack is
That
explosive.
canister with an acid arrow.
Okay, that's not good. I'll try and take this one down too. Uh-oh. Oh! He's down. Right, we'll wait for him to go back on his patrol route and then we'll hit the bellow back. With a precision shot. A braced shot, sorry. I apologize for my behavior. Right, we've removed that. Oh, he's coming up here. I was supposed to use this. Well, that did no damage. Aloy, it's not the time for climbing.
It's over.
Whew.
Time to salvage that signal.
Let's make sure we don't leave behind that tail fin.
There. I should get back to Kala. Hand over the parts.
Right, where did I knock it off? I think that's it there. Oh no, that's it. 2 of them? No? Oh, no, unless I've already got one. Alright, we'll take these machine parts back. The 2 burrowers and the spikes now, the name of which I am remembering consistently now at least. Nice. Alright, we're not too far away, are we now? About 500 meters. Meters. We do it the traditional way, climb high, glide off. It'd probably take the same amount of time just to walk, but... Should maybe change our outfit. Just because it's been a few episodes, right? I'm really intrigued by Beta and what role she might play here. I don't know if I should be more suspicious of her, just because she's been raised by these people, right? So maybe this is part of the plan for her, you know, just subterfuge, right? Because I got, you know, nature, nurture, and all that. I don't know if she was born as an adult, if you know what I mean, like Blade Runner style. Or if she was, like, similar to us, was born as a child. Oh, I've gone. Is this a bandit camp we've already dealt with? Looks like that. This isn't where we fought the Tremor Tusk, is it? No? Don't think so. That was in the north, right? Is this the one we took down with what's her name now? Daka? Not sure. Not sure. I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. I was going to say I'm not sure how realistic this, like, you know, how the biomes change so drastically, so close to each other, but I guess it's quite extreme weather in this region of America anyway. Oh, is there a black box there?
Reach the wing. I might be able to use that to get in.
Thanks, Aloy. And there was a hatch. Is there a hole?
There's a flight recorder nearby. I could add it to the collection at the Grove.
I've no idea how to get in. Oh god. No! Oh! The way the light is cascading here, it's really tough to tell what's going on. Is there a way to get in up here?
Lighting in.
Nice. There we go. God, look how... God, that's really disorientating on the slant.
Whatever
Oh.
happened to the people on that plane? Who weren't there to respond?
I went to press triangle to play it.
This is Romeo requesting status update. Flight 41, you need to adjust your course to avoid the swarm. Can you respond? Over. Flight 41, please acknowledge. My sensors are showing their cabins depressurized. I think the crew's gone and they're on autopilot. Flight 41's a ghost flight.
My focus has detected another flight recorder.
Right, off to the Grove. That Claw Strider? Could do with overriding one of them, to be fair. Yeah, well, yeah, let's just have a little quick look through the machine catalogue again. Just to see, right, so... Where does it say which ones are mountable? Right, it says under the cauldron bit. I'm just going to have a quick scan through here. See what's mountable. I can't imagine no long legs, no. Bristleback's mountable. Now we have read most of these during battle. Mountable. Gonna be any surprise ones here? Still hold out hope for a flying machine. Frost Core. God, that'd be terrifying. Stormbird. God. God, Tide Rippers, man. Nessie. Scorchers. God. Slitherfire, that'd be awesome. This must be rideable, right? Because the rebels were riding it. Fire Claws. Not that much different. We can't override the Spectres, and we've got maybe 10, 15, maybe 10 machines that we've not discovered yet. Are any of them ones from the first game? I'm not sure. Unless they're just variants. Right, so don't go in that entrance, go in the second one. And there's another side quest in here, I believe. I do... At first I enjoyed dressing like one of them, but it does make more sense to be dressed as a foreigner. Right? That poor tree.
Welcome, warrior.
Thanks.
May your blade be sharp.
We should look to the defenses. They were breached to even.
Regardless
Right.
on the march.
Shut these rebels down.
Never thought we'd see the vision.
Now we've got a side quest up there. We'll check in here first.
Our soldiers are eager to train the arena.
Here you go.
I've got the parts you need for the ballista.
Excellent. We'll get it fixed up right away, and then the arena will be ready. You're welcome to fight anytime.
How does it work?
Simply speak to me, and I'll arrange a challenge for you.
And any medals you win from fighting, you can exchange with me for some of the tribe's very best equipment. Not just from the arena, but also medals won at hunting grounds. After upgrading your gear, I think you'll come to favor me over Kala.
I'm here to help train our squads. It's not a popularity contest.
Good thing for you. I'll take my leave then. Come talk to me if you win, or if you have soldiers' tags to turn in.
Well then, if you'd like to fight in the arena now, we can set it up in no time.
Let's leave it for now.
I'll come back later.
Whenever you want.
Let's just leave it for now. We're on our way back to base, right? Right, now I wanted to utilise the chefs a bit more. I've got 4 skill points. Now, is there a chef here? Yes, there is, right in front of us.
I finally earned enough medals from the hunting grounds.
Where are you, cook?
Look at that pain.
That's, no, it's not you.
Renewed. No army can march without supplies.
Good day.
The visions are renewed. Let us receive.
Right, I need to engage with this system more. Right, good for melee. Trail mix. Alright, let's yeah, let's try this lowland trail mix. I'm just not really sure how to trigger it.
That's safe, and it will aid you. I'm sure.
Like, is it down here? Do I chomp on it just before we start combat, maybe? Yes! Cool! That's really cool.
I heard you got some fresh ink.
That's quite valuable then. So let's take some local... Right, so we've got 2 slots for this stuff. Boosts mounted archer for 3 levels. Trap limit. Low health regen. Stamina regen, I like that. Jungle birds though. Let's just take some of the local stew. Right, so we've got 2 food slots.
Popular indeed.
Oh. So that's good. Right, I'll engage with that system properly now. Sorry about that. I guess, to be fair though, I did this in... Oh, there was a game with a similar mechanic in. Might have been The Witcher 3. Where I always disregarded it, and I should never... you know, for like a good portion of the early game. Hi there, what's up?
Word, if you would.
An honor, champion. I'm Nako. Have you been out to the Valley of the Fallen by chance?
Maybe?
Don't think I have. Why? What's there?
My idiot little brother. The valley is a test of endurance and skill from my clan, the Lowlanders. But it's been closed for months. Commander's orders. There have been reports of strange lights off the coast, and the whole area is crawling with deadly machines. But Dax, reckless and bare-armed as he is, went in anyway. Never takes no for an answer. Convinced 2 others to go with him, too. They've been missing for days, and now Marshal Ivir has been sent in to bail them out.
All right.
Strange lights, deadly machines, and missing soldiers? Sounds like a lot, even for a marshal.
I'd go by myself, if I wasn't stuck on transport duty.
I'll find your brother, if I can. Where is this valley?
Southwest of here. In the depths of lowland territory.
Okay, that's quite high
Look for
level.
the climbing path on the cliffs. It marks the start of the valley. And if you see my brother, knock him on his ass for making me worry.
Alright. We'll do that when we go for Demeter, I guess. Because that'll be all the way down here, I think. There's Talana. Yeah, Valley of the Fallen. See, everything down here is like pretty high level, so need to be wary. Right, this part breaker, I'm not sure how useful it is, but yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not necessarily using this that much. And what should we invest in? Consume a special potion to restore health and gain resistance to status effects. It's pretty good. Defensive. I just wish you could change between these on the fly. Because they all use the same, you know, the same energy system. So it's not like you could proc multiple at once, I don't think. So you'd still be restricted to using one at a time. It'd just be easier to switch. Unless you can and I've just not realised. I do really like this. We've got none of the connected skills. Oh, it's all this low health stuff. So we need, what, 2, 4, 6 just to get access to this shield. Or we can invest in a bit of toughened, which, oh, we do already have it. Right, fine. Blind and deaf resistance, melee damage resistance, crushed resistance. Right, let's equip this for a bit.
There's lights off the coast. Whatever it is, it can't be good. I should look into it when I'm out that way.
Ooh, beam wires. Stagger beams. Damage over time. Fire spikes, really? Drill spikes. From higher ground, really. It's pretty good. Yeah, the explosive spikes seem to be don't seem to be doing too much damage these days. So we could give this a try. It's quite cheap, reasonably cheap. Right, let's give this a try. Instead of the prototype.
A good warrior needs good weapons.
Yeah, they do. Let's try and upgrade it. Right. So we unlock the high ground damage. Spikes now bellowback sack webbing. Should be able to get a bunch of upgrades for this. Overdraw damage. It's got a coil slot. Right, and where was the Stitcher?
Doubted the chief's word? I mean, it wasn't Outlander.
I know we've already checked in, but just double checking. Yeah, the Karja armor's just... I don't know, not a fan. We've got all
Next
the others.
time we seal a proper trade.
And was there a dye merchant here? I don't think so. No. Alright. So what we want to do now is make our way to Scalding Spear, so let's make our way over there.
Seek out the wisdom of any outlander, regardless of age.
Where did they even get such a weapon?
You and the chief saved us.
You an ally just for today?
Thank you. Honor and strength.
Forever. Forever an ally, my friend.
You may pass, ally. She's clear to enter.
Right. Let's make our way back to Scalding Spear.
Cannot catch a break from this heat.
No, we cannot. Well, look at that damn fighter jet. The wings of the 10. Alright, off to Scalding Spear. Don't know how we'll get to climb up to the top, but might as well start by climbing this mountain. Wide moors. Look how far down we are. Soon to be high up. An otter! Was it? Yeah, that was an otter, right? Maybe not in the desert. Who knows? I don't know if the game difficulty affects the, you know, like the crafting and money economy, right? If things are more expensive on higher difficulties, I'm not sure if it's purely gameplay driven. Alright, Aloy, up we go. Then we'll glide over to Scalding Spear. Not quite there. Is there a cave entrance? Not quite. Oh! Could we make the tall neck? Probably not. Let's get right to the tippy top. Lowland clan over that way. Oh, look at that Horus class. Titan class, Horus class, I'm not sure. How big? That's just unfathomably big. There's Scalding Spear. There's Vegas. What a journey we've been on so far. That menacing Thunderjaw down there. Oh god, yeah, this is the cauldron, isn't it? Why couldn't we access that again? I can't remember now.
Gate of the Vanquished. Fitting place for Yara and Draka's challenge, I guess. At least it didn't become a bloodbath.
Yeah, it did. What are you talking about, Aloy? Draka and all of his guys died at our hands. Right, is there a reason why we couldn't get in there? So, Gemini. What's the reason why we couldn't get in, right? I can't think now. We'll revisit it at a later date, I guess. Why couldn't we get in? I don't think it was anything to do with water and swimming, so I don't think that tool will help us get in there. Right, if Yara has a side quest, we will be rejecting it because it'll probably involve killing. That Thunderjaw and Stormbird fight was nuts. Both at the same time. I mean, yeah. Right. How are we going to get up there? Let me in, guys. No grapple point? Guess not.
Your enemy is mine.
All blades against Regala. Ridiculous.
Right, doesn't look like there's any new quests to pick up here. We've got plenty of food
That tower
now.
should help me pinpoint Silga's signal.
Maybe we need to ask Yara. No, just climb the tower. We can talk to Yara anyway. She's got some new dialogue. It seems.
Gotta climb up to look for Silga's signal. But where to start?
There. Yara.
Thank you for helping me rescue the child.
Okay.
I haven't had to kill anyone recently, so that's something. Maybe I can avoid it the next time a rival pops up.
Yeah, hopefully.
The boy's family was grateful, and his squad cheered your name.
Cool.
I haven't had to kill anyone recently.
Okay.
So that's something. Maybe I can avoid it the next time a rival pops up.
Alright, there were some grapple points, so...
The Outlander from the cool route.
Be proud.
Just doing a little climb.
I'm not close enough to it.
I gotta keep climbing to pinpoint that signal. Just a little higher.
Oh my god. You get so high up so quick.
Almost there.
Oh! So people do come up here. Maybe Yara sleeps up here.
Okay. Let's see if I can pick up Silga's signal.
Start one attempt to endure victory. Supply drop beacon. Power. I'm pretty good. The note.
Well, I got more of the message, but not enough to find the source yet. Climbing the mountain where my base is should finish the job.
Right. Let's go.
Is this easy?
Don't get impaled on all their roofs. Imagine being a roofer in the Tanakh culture. Most deadly job possible. Got to put like 18 different impaling spikes on every roof. Right. Yeah, there's obviously still that. I know it's sort of spoilt it a little bit for us with the face painting menu, but there's that Quen thing, the green face paints. We don't know what that's about just yet, do we? I mean, I speculate it might be a culture that worships the Zeniths, but I don't think they've been here long enough for that to have happened. But yeah, it's a bit strange. Maybe we'll discover them when we go for Demeter, I'm not sure. But obviously, yeah, the menu spoiled that a little bit for us, but it might not, I don't know what it'll be. I can't imagine it's to do with the Lowland clan, because it just looks so it doesn't look like Tanakh at all. Like, you know, the three Tanakh clans are all different, but the stylings of them are all very, very similar, right? Okay, so let's get climbing. Possible. Which it is. Yeah, the climbing's a lot of fun, man. As automatic as it feels, it's just because it's there on everything, more or less. It just means getting around is just really fun. You can just make your way up these cliffs, and just adds this vertical layer to the exploration, which was there to a degree in the first game, but it just wasn't as open as this at all with the climbing. Like, I think in the first game you could definitely tell, like, oh, it's going to be difficult to climb around here. Whereas here, you really feel like you could navigate yourself anywhere within reason. And I like that personally because it means it makes me not even think about using fast travel or even using the mounts that much unless we're doing like backtracking and stuff. Which is what I really enjoy. And it's one of the reasons why I loved Death Stranding so much, was just I just want to walk around. Enjoy the story, engage with the characters. I don't know exactly where on the mountain we're going to have to go here, but Perhaps shouldn't have walked through the Blight. But... Now, this stuff is properly alive, though. Demeter gone wrong, it seems. Yeah, there are some machines there. Right. Trying to just get my bearings here. I think we're close to the entrance.
This mountain. The southern face is my best bet for a climb if I want to get more of Silka's message. Just gotta look for a path.
Whoa!
Alright, fight or sneak past.
Meat flashes,
Purple
yeah.
ammo could help here.
Ah, I don't have the angle. Oh god, there's more than I realised.
Good spot to pick up Silka's signal.
Is it this thing that... Oh, yeah. Ow. Stop that. I wasn't expecting enemies on this journey, but I just got to climb from here. Oh, my focus is still disabled. Can I climb? Okay. Sun wings?
This is quite a climb. have to get higher to try and pinpoint Silga's signal.
Oh, we will. Is there a sunwing up? Is there a sunwing up here? There's something up here.
This mountain is tall.
That didn't work.
Looks like I have company. Machine's weak to fire.
Oh yeah, we got this thing. What resources? Blaze, metal bones, piercing spikes, metal bones. We need to be higher up for that, and I've not equipped a coil. Instant corroding chance. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, knockdown power is usually pretty good on these. Yeah, let's just go with the high ground damage. Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Are they glint hawks? Yeah. Oh, they're not that strong. Right in its face!
Still need to climb higher.
Wasn't expecting all this. This should be quite the view from up here. Can hear green shine. Oh, it's down there.
Okay, now to pick up the signal. Where's the best spot?
This stuff's really rare, so very important for crafting, so
I should try to find a good spot to pick up Silga's message.
yeah, I know. Here we go.
Stark 142 to Enduring Victory, Reno. Supply drop beacon echo. Paul, I'm trying to get this safely. I left a note for you inside.
There. Found the signal's origin. It's not too far from here. I just need to get to it.
Right, where is it? Okay. We'll go to base first. We'll do this afterwards.
Bet I'll get a nice view if I glide down from here.
Yes, Aloy. Right, let's return to base. What is the best way to get in? I've absolutely no idea. The river is a decent idea. Nope, Sunwings. Maybe I could have come up this way too. This isn't the entrance, is it? Or is it like below us? Here we go. At last! Let's see what's changed, if anything. Oh, we've done Zoe's quest as well. Of course. Well, I don't think I'm going to have... Oh, right, yeah. He's moved. Maybe he's talking to Beta, perhaps? Right, have we got anything? Right, rollerback override, skydrifter override. Oh, I used this to craft something, didn't I? Okay, cool. We've got a couple at least. Really powerful ones as well. The hammer tails. Right. Excellent. Skydrifters are now ours. Now let's talk to Zoe as well. Let's just top off. Oh, we can play Machine Strike. I've not played it for quite a while, have I? Zoe?
Back again.
The control cores?
Now that you have those control cores, are you ready to reboot the land gods in Plainsong?
Not yet. Gaia told me the reboot code has to be altered using data from the cores. She updated my focus with software to accomplish this task, but apparently it's very complicated. It'll take time.
Well, let me know if you need any help.
I will.
Cool.
I should get going.
May you unearth that which you seek.
Thanks. Let's see if Catalo's anywhere. Wait, isn't this... This is Zoe's room, right? It's all coming together. There you are. I think they'll have a mark over them when they've got new stuff to talk about. Fair enough.
Better head out.
Be vigilant out there.
Be nice to see him interact with the others a bit more, but fair enough. This is our room. Yeah, nothing new. I guess we'll need to do the main quest stuff before it updates. Well, let's just check in with Beta anyway. I'd really like her to feel more comfortable. I don't think there's anything new though. Now, let's do the quest first. And then see how that updates things. Okay, Gaia. She's got some updated
Welcome
dialogue
back,
too.
Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
I have. Let's see what new displays we've got.
Okay, data module's in.
This is the desert, right?
I like this one.
Hmm. It's a bit desolate. Here you go.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Oh, really?
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Nice.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
Alright. So you've got some new dialogue about the other subordinate, about Poseidon.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
Why did Aether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Aether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power.
It looked new.
One in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Aether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there.
Alright. How's everyone doing?
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
That's what awaits us here, right, if we don't stop the Zeniths.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Interesting to see if he is in fact still alive, or if we can even discover that.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
He definitely seemed like more of a, well, as much as like a billionaire businessman can seem like more of a conscientious type. He definitely seemed a bit more, well, I don't know, maybe he was just attached to what he created, but we've got a bunch of skill points. We were working on toughened, so we might as well top this off. That can really come in handy in some of the tougher fights when we go low health. Right, let's they're playing a video of some sort? Oh no, he's listening to Cherry Bomb again. Right. It was Val. Was it Val who was speaking to Beta? Maybe we'll have a little excursion here.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
That's from the
She
first
found that
game.
recording from the day
Yeah.
of her focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
Yeah, we found that when we were a
used to watch this
child.
a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big.
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda.
Mm-hmm.
You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
Tilda had a relationship with
One day,
Elizabeth.
a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously something tells me they were maybe more than friends, Elizabeth and Tilda, when they were younger. Just because of the... So that little audio recording we found of them talking to each other, it sounded like Elizabeth was giving Apollo to Tilda and Zenith really reluctantly, as if it was against her every logical instinct, right? So if it was against her instinct, they were either really close friends or they were maybe romantically involved at some point.
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think back on Earth, She was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I guess she's just sick and tired of being used, right? So I wish Aloy would talk to her on a bit more of a human level here. I understand we're on the clock, but... So how long was this data channel active for?
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So, yeah, you spent a lot of time in her house, I guess?
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below.
Well, maybe it's still here in some
Gulls
capacity.
Crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
So I guess Tilda is probably a motherly figure to Beta then, right? In some weird way.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch.
Yeah, Tilda van der Meer,
All of
right?
her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves?
Aloy!
Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
She's got to stop treating her like this, man. Because it's just going to push her away if she thinks that we're not interested in anything except, you know, what she can help us with.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Nope.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take.
No, she's not.
I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
Aloy, come on.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him, but he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Stop being so cynical, Aloy. Come on. Right, so there's some new openings. Let's see where this leads. Nowhere. Fair enough. Right, you're playing Machine Strike.
Hey, Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down at that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tenakth rebels, and it also has to do with the Oseram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
How are you getting along with everyone?
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, you know, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
Yeah.
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tenakth game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tenakth. Sure you won't try and kill me if I win?
Oh, for God's sake.
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew.
Yeah, give some to
That's
Beta.
what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
Alright, have you broken more focuses?
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows.
Yeah.
I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
Yeah.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
Fair enough.
I discovered an Oseram militant group. They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tenakth rebels.
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Karja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Karja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tenakth?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chain Scrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim, see what I can find out.
Sure.
I'd appreciate that.
Good stuff. We're not going to pay Strike just now.
I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. Do be careful out there.
Right, so there wasn't a direct quest after this one, like there was last time. Let's just check in with everyone.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Yeah, exactly.
Another reason we have to stop them.
Yeah, and another reason why we should be kinder to Beta, Aloy. Come on.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, about Rost.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever.
Yeah.
Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
Very wise, Val. Very wise. How are you doing?
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if her house is somewhere nearby then, if it's on the coast.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Maybe she'll go back there for sentimental reasons.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
Just talk
a tree
to her.
won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
Yeah. Just treat her nice. All you need to do is talk to her on the level, right? Ask how she is. Listen to her without demanding something from her in return.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Boredom.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Fair enough.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
Sure.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother? That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's a hard woman.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
Oh, God. He's got with someone just like his mother. What has he done?
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Yeah, very true.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds crowded, but nice.
Base university, right?
The Zenith did a number on Beta.
Yeah.
But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
The fear of death pushed to the extreme, right?
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Thanks, so. Catalo. Where was he? There's some more rooms opened, it was said, right? How are you getting along?
Mind if we have a word?
Of course not.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
I mean, you would get, like, phantom limb sensations, right? Because, as far as I understand it, at least from being at uni, the parts of your brain that would have been responsible for certain limbs and stuff are still present in your mind, so yeah, you get like phantom limb sensations, like you feel like you can feel like he would still feel his arm for a second because those parts in his motor neurons are still there, so you get this like phantom limb sensation. At least when you've grown up with a limb that you've later lost. I believe I think it needs to be that way around. I'm not sure if you were maybe born with something missing. I'm not sure neurologically how that would work. But
have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing.
How's the training coming?
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Interesting.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Sure.
Duly noted.
Alright.
I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you.
I'm gonna try and check in with Beta again.
Looks like I can open that door now.
What door?
There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Sure. There are quite a lot of butterflies knocking around, right? That's our room. That's an exit. Right, let's just check in with Beta again. I don't think she's got anything new. I haven't seen...
I think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
This could be one of the hidden bits again.
I wonder where this leads.
Don't mind me, Beta.
Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was. Hello. Hey, I just, wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm fine.
And look, about earlier.
Forget it. Was there anything else?
Okay, cool. There is new stuff. What have you been doing?
So have you been able to make use of your expertise?
I guess so. Gaia transferred a lot of data on Hephaestus to study.
And? Any insights?
It looks like it's been modifying its code, increasing in size and complexity over the years. There's a lot to analyze still.
Okay, well... keep at it, I guess.
Yeah, how are you getting on with everyone? Or getting on with them at all? You've been speaking to Varl quite a lot?
So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
See?
Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so.
Tilda? Are these the same as last time?
What else can you tell me about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer.
Yeah, these are the
given
same.
That she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
Alright, those will all be the same.
I'll be going.
Okay. Bye.
Ah, man. Yeah, just get Cataldo and Aaron down here with some brews, right? Loosen her up a bit. Right, just get her to talk to people. Alright, so we'll leave it there, guys. I think I will head towards the watery bits over here next time. Try and do a bit of this with our new swimming gear. Finish off a couple of these side quests that we picked up. It should be cool. So we'll head out of the eastern exit, I guess, and glide on over. See what trouble we can get into. So yeah, learned lots. Nice to speak to Beta again, but Aloy is still being a bit cold towards her. She's sort of zeroed in on the mission, like hyper focused on the mission. Isn't really thinking about how. I know that Aloy grew up as an outcast, so it's a very similar upbringing in a lot of ways, but Aloy had a very caring figure in her life, right, to interact with. So it's that is like a big caveat, and yeah. So yeah, maybe she just, I don't know. Maybe she just needs to, after a bit of time, she'll just get more used to talking to Beta. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Leave me a thumbs up if you did. Just remember, everyone, never trust an uncrate. I'll see you next time.